My dad was diagnosed when I was 14 years old. So that meant going through secondary school, polytechnic, and then after that in university, living with my father's condition and my family's ability to deal with this condition every day. And I think that there was always a sense of choosing not to talk about it because we felt that no one understood.
It was during my PSLE period, so it was pretty tough period for me, and it took about 1.5 years of treatment to actually come out of it. My treatment is inclusive of both chemotherapy and radiotherapy. Because I had to be in hospital most of the time, and at the same time I wanted to study and do my PSLE, it was a challenge.
I felt the world was unfair. It impacts on my self-esteem. It takes a long time for me to trust one person. I struggled with building relationships. At times I want to be alone, like I will withdraw. Sometimes I will feel angry. Sometimes I will feel like depressed.
When I was a teen, I had a lot of issues with my body image. I saw someone who was not good enough. Yeah, someone who was ugly. I'll punch the wall. I started punching myself. It became how I deal and how I cope with the feelings of worthlessness.
I wanted to take all of that I've learned and help other people know what was happening as well. And from there, Project We Forgot was really was birthed because we wanted to just put stories and faces of people that were living with this condition and caregivers that were caring for these individuals out there, so that caregivers will know that they are not alone.
I think I was bullied because people didn't really understand me, where I was coming from, and I didn't really know how to express what I had been through. I was always this little kid in the corner trying to fit in, so I just started to concentrate more on my studies and my passion.
At the start, the healing process takes a long time. There will always be a scar, but if you are going to continue to hate the person, you will make your life miserable. So it's better to think positively.
Why I started it was really because, I felt that there is a need. Statistically, young people don't seek help. People with mental health conditions take up to 6 years to seek help. A third of them never seek help their entire lives when they struggle. We want to make sure that these people find help.
It's been 4 years building Project We Forgot, and I think we've been able to reach so many families, hear their stories, and help put their stories out there so that we can empower other families to know that they are not alone and to go and access help.
So I just looked at all the ways I can be happy during this tough period of time. That way I can put my pain aside and make the best out of the time I have.
People should stand up, especially women who have experienced this, to come together and support one another to actually voice out.
For youths who are struggling with mental health problems, for those of you who feel like you are anxious all the time or you have been diagnosed, you're doing better than you think you are. You have managed to overcome what you're struggling with at certain points in your life. Actually, you can come out of it. You can get better.